your boys back with the Premier League predictions, but this time I'm by myself. So I'm back with the Premier League predictions. This time I'm by myself, as I've already mentioned, and that's mainly because I've been away. Well, not really away, just I've been very busy. And then I didn't realise that the Premier League was resuming this weekend. I didn't know the Premier League was resuming this weekend. So, yeah. I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know the Premier League was carrying on this weekend. Well, I did know, but I forgot. So, yeah, let's get into our Premier League predictions. You guys know the drill, if you guys have been following along. And, yeah, make sure to smash that button, subscribe, and, yeah, Premier League predictions, Game Week 3. Over to North London, we head to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Tottenham versus Wolves. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on what happened with Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte, and also United, because obviously they are in a crisis. But yeah, Tottenham versus Wolves. For now, let's just focus on the match stats, like the details. Wolves have not won a game in the Premier League. They've lost one and drew one. And honestly, it's not a great start to the season, but they've got at least a point. So that's something they can say, unlike Man United. I feel like I should stop roasting United. No, maybe I shouldn't. It's just too fun, you know? Anyway, Tottenham vs Wolves, I would say Tottenham 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. I don't think they'll be able to score. But Wolves are a team that love scoring against Tottenham and winning against Tottenham. Which is, yeah, they've beaten Tottenham in their last 2 meetings, I'm pretty sure. Tottenham haven't lost a game either, to be honest. They're off to a flying start. Wolves are off to a slow start, but yeah, 3-0 Tottenham, 3-1 maybe. We travel to Goodison Park, where a shaky-looking Everton are playing. Generally, okay, so they lost 1-0 against Chelsea, which wasn't the worst result, but then they lost to Aston Villa as well. They're not gained a point this season either. They are pointless, just like Manchester United, and just like the game show. But to be honest, so are West Ham, and yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna back the I don't know Nottingham Forest's nickname, but I'm gonna back them to win here. A comfortable 2-0 win for Forest. Yeah, there's nothing much to be said. The reason why, well, they had a great performance against West Ham. Yeah. They obviously lost their first game to Newcastle, which was a bit shaky, but like I said, I know, Forest are not going down. I just feel like Forest are not going down. They're like the Sheffield United. Remember when they came into the Premier League? They took the Premier League by storm. They shocked everyone. That's going to be Nottingham Forest. And Leeds did the exact same thing. Then they struggled last season. But they're still in the Premier League. So Nottingham Forest, I think, will survive the drop. Maybe comfortably, to be honest. I don't know which... yeah, I guess that's it for the Nottingham Forest and Everton game. Nothing much to be said other than Forest have got the spirit, the mentality, but so have Everton, you know, under the management of Frank Lampard, Chelsea legend. But I just feel like I don't know. And also, I want none of these teams to go down, especially Nottingham Forest, but definitely Everton. I do not want them to go down. They're a team of resilience, and Nottingham Forest are a team of hope, I'd say. A team of courage, a team of faith, a team of belief. So, yeah, I'll be very happy if Nottingham Forest don't get dropped. if they don't get relegated there. But yeah, that's it for this match. Let's move on to the next prediction. I predicted 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, 2-0. The King Power Stadium. Now, surprisingly, Leicester City have not won a game in the Premier League this season yet. Obviously drawing 2-2 to Brentford in their first game and losing 4-2 to Arsenal. I just want to talk about one thing in the Premier League. Own goals. Why are they occurring so many times? Why? Anyway, that's off topic. Yeah, I think Leicester will get their first win of the season. 2-1 to Leicester. And I think because they have the capability of winning and scoring goals, winning games, but sometimes their mentality isn't as good as the team they're facing. And Southampton, obviously, are not the favourites to win. Southampton's mentality won't be too low, but both teams have lost a game and drew a game 2-2. So I think, yeah, it will be a close one. 2-1 to Leicester. But Southampton, they showed very great courage, very great spirit against Leeds, and yeah, props to them. But I don't think they can do it again against the Foxes. But if they can, it's gonna hopefully be a potential good season for the Saints. Yeah, for all the Saints fans watching, I predict you lose this game. But you won't go down without a fight, 2-1. Craven Cottage then. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Craven Cottage. Yeah. Fulham host Brentford. They went on to destroy United, which we'll get onto that in a separate video as well. But yeah, they're off to a decent start to the season, undefeated. So are Fulham. But they drew their first game against Liverpool, which is impressive as well. And then they drew against Wolves, which was Mitrovic really should have scored that penalty. Fulham could have been off to a great start, but they're still off to a great start, still undefeated, still have more points than United as it stands. So that's. It's just so sad. But yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. If not, Brentford will snatch it 2-1. But my primary prediction is 1-1. I don't see a clear winner. Yeah, that's my score prediction for this match. We are at Selhurst Park, where Crystal Palace host a Aston Villa side who are off to a decent start. 1 loss, 1 game won. Not a horrible start to the season, but not the best start. Could have potentially done better in their first game, but Bournemouth were. They did outdo them, to be honest. But at Selhurst Park, all right then. Crystal Palace coming from a very well-earned draw against Liverpool. They were very unlucky to not win. I feel like Crystal Palace were definitely the better side. Well, in the first half, at least. The second half, Liverpool did show enthusiasm, but that Darwin Núñez red card was mental. So yeah, it was kind of mental. But yeah, it's over now, and Crystal Palace ended up getting a point, the first point of the season, against the Reds, but somehow they couldn't do it against Arsenal. Could this mean Arsenal are getting better than Liverpool? Will they overtake City in the Premier League? Hopefully not. But yeah, Crystal Palace off to an alright start. But in my opinion, Aston Villa will just sneak a win here. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Actually, no, 2-1 to Aston Villa. Because I feel like it will be a bit more of an intense game than a 1-0 win. Obviously, Aston Villa coming from a win, so they have a bit more momentum. Crystal Palace haven't got a win this season yet, so yeah, that's probably the only reason why I'm predicting Aston Villa to win. Offside. But yeah, 2-1 Aston Villa. Next match we go. Bournemouth Arsenal, Bournemouth Arsenal. Spank me, daddy, spank me. We arrive at the Vitality Stadium. The stadium of... I don't know. But the Vitality Stadium, for some reason I actually kind of like the stadium. But anyway, Bournemouth host Arsenal. Arsenal are undefeated this season so far. Manchester City and Arsenal are the only undefeated... are the only teams to win 2 successive games in a row, which is good for Arsenal because they're definitely pushing for that Champions League spot. They've made great business, great marketing. I don't think Bournemouth are there yet to be able to beat Arsenal. But to be honest though, they were very resilient against Aston Villa. So who says they can't do it against Arsenal? Me. But yeah. I predict Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. Bournemouth will suffer a bit of a heavy defeat again, just like the Man City game. But it will give them time to learn. They're still adapting to the Premier League, I feel. They're still, learning the ways of the league, Premier League. So, yeah, that's my prediction. And hopefully, never mind. But yeah, 3-0 Arsenal on 2. Yeah, 3-0, right? 3-0. I don't know, What a strike. Almost went in. But, yeah, 3-0. And, next match. Really, really want to win. 1, because they've not won a game all season. 2, because Brighton are the team that stopped them from getting the Europa League spot. If they had won against Brighton last season on the final day, they would have overtaken Man United and they would have been in the Europa League. Brighton looks like not really the team to beat, but like the underdog team that are undefeated. Undefeated underdogs, I would say. They've not lost a game, they've beaten a top 6 club. Somehow they drew to Newcastle, but Nick Pope looking good. Could be a potential Qatar contender for the England squad, who knows. But yeah, great mentality in their first game against United. Yeah. Now West Ham then lost their 2 opening games. Really, I am actually very proud of myself. I predicted Nottingham Forest to win 1-0 and they won 1-0, which is very nice there. I thought I sounded crazy, but I actually got the prediction correct. So, yeah, give me those points. But, yeah, West Ham looking shaky this season. But to be honest, they were versing Man City on their first day. But the Nottingham Forest game that was their chance to get a point. And now they're facing against Brighton, who beat them last season 3-1. On the final day, so not that long ago in terms of football, only 3 matches ago, but obviously that was the end of last season, so things have changed. But West Ham, not off to a great start this season, really should have got a point against Nottingham Forest, but yeah, really should have got a point against Nottingham Forest, but I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. West Ham won't get their first win of the season, but they'll get their first point. We are at I've already forgotten the name of the stadium. What is it called? It's called the Elland Road. That's what it's called. Elland Road. My bad. Sorry, Leeds fan. I apologise. Elland Road. Of course, I swear, I do know Elland Road. It's just my mind just went blank. But Elland Road, Leeds United host Chelsea. So Chelsea coming back from a 2-2 draw against Spurs. Again, we'll talk about it in another video. What a mental match that was, though. But yeah, who's favourites to win? Chelsea. But I think Leeds are the more resilient side. They're more determined. Leeds want to win more than any team. Out of these two teams, Leeds want to win more. Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel obviously won't be there because he's on a red card. But yeah, that might be bad for Chelsea because their mentality without a manager could be low. Jesse Marsh is doing a good job. Leeds are undefeated this season, and rightly so, to be honest. They've done a good job there. And I think Leeds will lose, but they won't go down with a fight. They will really go for it. And I'm predicting 2-1 Leeds. 2-1 Chelsea. I mean, to be honest, Chelsea are favourites to win, but I don't know. But yeah, I predict we travel to St James's Park, where Newcastle host champions Manchester City. Now, City coming back from opening day win against West Ham and a 4-0 win against Bournemouth, and I got that prediction right as well somehow. Yeah, I got the prediction right. So yeah, City looking very good, very strong. They don't look shaky whatsoever. And they are title contenders, but they are tied on points with Arsenal. The only two teams to win their first two games, and rightly so. Rightly so. Fair enough to Arsenal, who had a horrible start last season, but just missed out in Champions League. But we're not talking about Arsenal. We're talking about Man City and Newcastle. So Newcastle then, coming back from a 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest, new Premier League newcomers, then a draw against Brighton. A game which Nick Pope pretty much carried them, to be honest. Brighton really should have won that game, but Newcastle, their goalkeeper had the right mentality. He was ready. He was ready to face all the shots to come. He was incredible. So I'm going to predict, I think Manchester City are actually the only team to not concede a goal in the Premier League. I might be wrong. Man City have not conceded a goal. I'm pretty sure Man City are the only... Oh, wait, no. And Newcastle. And probably a few other teams. So these two teams have not conceded a goal all season. Which is, I mean, it is only the first two games, to be fair. But Newcastle and Man City haven't conceded any goals this season, which is good. Obviously, because, I mean, defensively, they are structured well. But I'm predicting 3-0 Manchester City. And if not, it's 3-1. But 3-0 Manchester City. Let's go. Come on, City. Nice. Yeah, we'll get a good result. Alright, we go to Old Trafford where Leicester United face against Liverpool. Yes, I've created two names on the spot. Leicester United, because obviously they've had a horrible start to the season and everyone's laughing at them. They're being memed. They're being laughed at. There's a very funny video out on YouTube where they just laugh at United. And Liverpool, because somehow they've drawn their opening two games. Now, if things were to go to plan for United and Liverpool, it would be a draw. But obviously, Liverpool are the better team. Not really a hard decision, but Darwin Núñez isn't there. But I feel like Liverpool could easily beat United without Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez has obviously been red carded. Yeah. So, but I predict... What do I predict? I'm going to predict 2-0 Liverpool. Alright, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys liking, subscribing. And yeah, it would make my day. And wow, Premier League is definitely back. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.